Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This week we are going to be talking about risk and return. And let me just pull my PowerPoint up again. And first we will talk about the identification. And the identification is that over a long period of time, the returns of asset classes are directly related to the riskiness of the investment. A $100 investment in small stocks made in 1925 would be worth approximately $3,221,536 at the end of 2012. Now, that same $100 invested in Treasury bills, which are risk-free, would return $2,042 over the same time period. To earn the superior return from small stock, the investor has to be willing to endure seasons of significant losses. The next thing we're going to talk about is the explanation. And the explanation is the risk of an individual security is different from the risk of a portfolio of securities. This is similar to the fact that a group of insurance policies taken together has a different risk profile than one individual policy. The three terms, common, independent, and diversification risk, are important to our understanding of risk, and this is from Risk and Return in 2019. So next we have application, which is the entry level, the mid-level, and the executive level. And first, for the entry level, I put it's kind of like a growth. So in a period of time, it shows money growing as time goes on, and eventually you have more than you started with. And this is basically just showing that in the beginning, entry-level people, whether that's a manager who started out in the beginning, invested into something specifically for a business, and as time goes on, the money can potentially grow. And then mid-level is pretty much, I would say, just a manager making sure that they're going over the sheets and seeing how things are progressing, and if they're progressing the right way in the way they want them to, or if they're having losses, or if they will have losses within the years to come. The executive level, which is pretty much either it could be the CEO or it could be the manager or the CEO who started out in the entry level position, and as the years have gone on, they made it to the CEO position. And I put two pictures for this one because I thought it could really go either way. The first picture we have on the left is of somebody handing, it looks like they're handing you money, but I thought, well, it could really go either way. But I thought this picture had good representation of them potentially investing even more money into something to get more profit from it. And then the second one has money kind of blowing away, like it's disappearing into thin air. And I thought that this also was a good representation because in a way, in years to come, after investing into something, whether it's your business or something else, you do eventually lose money, and it happens. No one goes through it without losing money. So I thought that that was a good representation for this specific application. The next thing we have is ethical issue, and this is risk management played a role in the recent financial crisis, first by facilitating the construction of collateralized debt obligations, or CDOs, which are securities that bundle together large numbers of loans and divide them into tranches with different risks and rates of return. These securities have been impossible to construct without mathematical models to determine the risks and hence the appropriate prices for individual tranches. The rating agencies relied on the same or similar models to rate these new securities. I'm just going to stop there, but that was written by Values and Ethics. There's more, but I think that kind of covers it. So it's basically just saying that with different risks and rates of return, the securities could possibly have different mathematical models and then therefore it can determine the risks and hence then have the appropriate prices for different tranches. So things could end up being not what they really are. And then for references, we have Values and Ethics in 2019, The Ethics of Risk Management, a Post-Crisis Perspective. And then we also have The Relationship Between Risk and Return in 2019. And this is from the Risk and Return presentation that we have in provided to us by the school. But that is pretty much it for this specific presentation. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.